Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode. Today I'm in the 80 series. You guys know we're doing this build series. We've got the brand new coils on this vehicle and already we're putting it right to the test. So we're on our way to Nakuru. Quick trip. It's about 140 kilometers from Nairobi. So the round trip all in all might be about 280, let's say 300 kilometers. So we're just about 30 to 35 kilometers out of Nairobi right now. This is the road we have ahead, which you can see, and yeah, on the way to Nakuru there's basically one road, so we're going to follow this road. Going to take you on the journey, how the car performs based on the fact that we've got brand new springs, and yeah, it's just a full-on great episode we have for you today. So make sure you hit like, subscribe, comment down below, and enjoy. So we're on a good old road, guys, headed towards Nakuru, and it's a good old road, good old journey. This is one of the fun road trips. Nairobi to Nakuru, it's not far at all. Pretty decent road, and so we're doing it. We're fully fueled up, ready to go. We'll see how many kilometers we get out of the tank. 1FZFE, you guys know we're in the 4.5 liter petrol. I love it. The grunt, the performance. This is a bit of highway driving. So we're actually doing a day trip, guys. So this 280 to 300 kilometers will be in one day. We've left at about 10:30 a.m. We left Nairobi. It's 11:30 right now, so just 1 hour in. The journey should be about 2.5 hours or so. And let's see what time we get back to Nairobi in the evening today, Monday. All right, guys, so we're just approaching the Escarpment now. This is where you start climbing. You can check it out here. We're already climbing, and we'll be climbing more, and then we'll show you the views, which should just be coming up on the side right now on the left. Just a second. We're downshifting. The old lady is climbing, and I am gonna stop somewhere on this escarpment. Oh, it's beautiful. So this is what we call, you know, the escarpment where we usually stop. You can get some nice little Maasai items here, and let's check it out.
Ooh.
Alright, guys, so we're here at the Escarpment. As you can see, it's pretty beautiful. So we usually stop here on the way to Nakuru, and the 80 is doing well. As I told you guys, we've got the new coil springs on, so actually on the different terrains it felt pretty good. I can show you how it's looking over here. So we've got that 2-inch lift, and actually it's been feeling quite good. I'm very curious to know the fuel economy and how we deal with the fuel economy since the car is now raised. But you can see now what a 2-inch raised 80 series looks like. Check this escarpment out. And then there's stuff here where you can buy stuff. And so as you can see, we're at an altitude of 8,000 feet, 2,500 meters. So we're gonna keep climbing. Doesn't usually affect the engines, but if you guys didn't know, Nairobi already is quite high up. It's at a quite high altitude, and that's why you hear, you know, the Kenyan runners and stuff. They got really good stamina because we live at a high altitude. $11.40. All right, guys, so now we're climbing. As you know, when you're climbing, when you're going on altitude, you know, with the modern Land Cruisers, they don't have any problem. You just step on the gas and they move. But with something like the 80 series, you want to start using the overdrive function. What is overdrive? Well, on your gear stick, there's usually a small button that you can press, and that small button is for overdrive. I've never used it before. I read up on it a bit, and now I've realized how to use overdrive. So basically, when you're climbing hills, or when, you know, scenarios where you want the engine to shift down, you don't want it to go into overdrive. You want it to shift down so you can keep climbing. Make sure you're in overdrive. Right now I put it in overdrive. It's climbing much better on the hills. And then once you get to straights and you know, the highway driving again where you can speed, just turn off overdrive. You'll see the transmission shift and it'll start revving again high so you can get speed and all that. So if you're climbing, if you're on altitude, make sure to turn overdrive off by clicking the switch on your transmission. So we're in highway speeds, guys, going at about 80, 60 to 80 to 100. It's picking up speed now. And the views are pretty decent. The views are pretty nice on this drive. Not the smoothest road, it's tarmac, but it's bumpy tarmac. All right, guys, so we just passed Kimende. Kimende, which is, I'm not really sure, maybe 60, 70 kilometers out of Nairobi. Just riding on 12 o'clock. Nice straights. Only thing is that it's a two-way road, and so you're very much affected by bad drivers and trucks. But for now we're okay. These are the speeds we're cruising at. And every now and then there's a climb, which is where I'm hitting the overdrive. And the transmission is just shifting right back down and giving me some more speed, guys. So this is the first time I'm using overdrive for a good old journey. And we're just about 56 kilometers out of Nairobi. These trees, I think, are only here, yeah? Only on this. Descent now, guys, as we descend into Nakuru, just crossing 12:30 p.m. Just cruising around 80 to 100 kilometers an hour. Got about 3 birds that are shot on my windscreen so far. So we're just passing Naivasha town now. Naivasha is about 100 kilometers from Nairobi. Nakuru is about 140. So we've just passed the weighbridge, which tells us we're getting pretty damn close now. There's a sign here, I'll tell you, but we've done about 110 kilometers from Nairobi, so I'm assuming another 40 kilometers or so. 80 has been good. Just wanted to give you an update on this since this is episode 3, taking you through how the springs are performing compared to stock. Just wanted to tell you guys, the reason I changed my springs was actually because the stock springs, I think they were completely finished. They were the original springs on this vehicle since this vehicle came off the showroom in 1997, 25 years old. They were sagging, they were chipping, they were not providing the performance. So I think my shocks were definitely overworking. With the new springs, we're getting a 50mm lift. These are the Ironman springs, the comfort spec, so we don't have any load on this vehicle, but we have the lift. What I'm noticing, power is adequate, the engine is still performing well. Maybe on the very open plains where I'm trying to overtake, maybe I'm feeling slightly less performance because the vehicle is getting more drag. But apart from that, we've handled the bumps really well. It's pretty stable. I'm still feeling pretty fresh after this 100 kilometers or so. You know, the body usually adjusts when you change suspension, but already I'm getting used to it. The vehicle feels much more compliant on the road. I'm not flying about with bumps, much more compliant, and probably much safer as well. So far so good. We're almost reaching Nakuru. So we arrived in Nakuru, guys. We made it. 80 is doing good. So we're gonna stop for lunch. 2:10 p.m. Alright guys, so another update. We finished our work and our stuff in Nakuru. It's actually a lot later than expected. It's 5:45 p.m. right now. Just want to head out of Nakuru. My dash is showing me that we've done a total of 157 kilometers. So we're heading out now. This is where we are inside of Nakuru. We were inside the town, but there's not too much, not too complicated. Nakuru is a simple city and a small city, but a nice city and a good view. And I'm sure you saw in the previous footage the views of the hills and Nakuru Lake. So we're just gonna get on the main road, which you can see over there. That's kind of the main road that we're gonna get onto, and then it's just one-way traffic all the way back to Nairobi. And this windscreen is so dirty, man. Shit. Beautiful scenery, but we've hit traffic, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, go. The trucks want to overtake on a yellow line. Everyone just lost it. Just don't get it. Some kind of military vehicle behind us. Check this out. What is this thing? So we got beautiful scenery around. We're just at about 80, 90 kilometers an hour. So at this speed, which is highway speeds, we can keep up with the cars, we can overtake. The 80 is pretty smooth. I think I might need an alignment, but apart from that, it's riding pretty smooth at these speeds, not having any issues. It's pretty stable. So far I'm pretty impressed. I've had a good journey. I'm pretty relaxed. I'm not, felt overly tired. And I really enjoy having the car higher. There's just less to worry about when you sort of go on uneven terrain and stuff. So we've got beautiful scenery around us. You can just check that out. Got a bit of traffic, but traffic ain't a thing when you've got such nice sunset sort of scenery going on. Might have a bit of rain, but I doubt it. And we got this weird military SUV in front of us that overtook me earlier. Get a little glimpse of it right now. I have no idea what it is. It's a left-hand drive, so it's from US. Military police. Look at that. Hey? So nice. Oh man, what a sunset. You gotta love driving at this time. It's just 6:30 now. I don't know how many kilometers we are in. We've got traffic, so we're not trying to rush. Obviously, you got all kinds of silly drivers. You got to be careful. But look at these scenes. Oh my gosh. It's always how this lake looks. Cold and a good, wow, beautiful drive. So that's what we got ahead. The light is getting less, but we're doing it. All right, guys, so still beautiful scenery, but we've run out of daylight. It's right on the dot 7 p.m. We're passing Naivasha now. So as you can see, this is the classic Naivasha kind of trees and quite a spooky little road with very little visibility and no street lights. But here we are, so 7 p.m. still on our road trip back from Nakuru, and we're just crossing Naivasha, which means we still got a bit 80, 90 kilometers, huh? Probably about 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers out of Nairobi. You can see it's pitch dark. There's no lights on this road, no street lights. And that doesn't make it super easy, but my headlights are decent. And yeah, so we're almost there. All right, so that's been it. We are home now. It was a brilliant trip, Nairobi to Nakuru and back in one day, and got my work done. And the 80 did super well. My headlights are decent, though I am gonna get an upgrade in the future. The lift kit was really good, and I will take you through more of the pointers of how it did. But I'm sure from this video you got an idea of how the suspension performed. I think it did decently well. I love how the vehicle is sitting high up, as you can see. Totally new kind of look that it gives it, and takes some getting used to, but it performed really well. Hit like, subscribe, comment down below. Checking out.